some of these documentaries about your past and shit kind of painted, it just sounds like a crazy scenario because you go up to a town, to an area in the Northwest. Are you mostly like servicing, like crackheads and shit, or is it more like college kids, normal people?
College kids. I used to be on Gonzaga campus, but it ain't just college kids. So it's the whole town, like working class people. These Oxycontin pills, regular motherfuckers doing it. This ain't like just like you selling no crack or crystal meth.
Right.
So like you dealing with motherfuckers that got money. It'd be a motherfucker that probably work here at NoJumper. A motherfucker that's in your position.
For sure, there's some oxy heads around here.
You feel me? It'd be a motherfucker in your position because like I was dealing with like with motherfuckers who own shit that was just like, hey man, I need some pills, coming to buy pills and shit like that.
And I'm sure that shit is still big, but like you rewind the clock to like the 2010s and the Oxycontin shit was like all you would hear about when it came to fiends and shit. Now you hear about fentanyl all the time, but
yeah, that fucked the game up.
Oxys, that's all you would hear about. And the prices were crazy. You'd be hearing about like, an 80 milligram Oxy is like $100 and shit like that.
125, shit like that, for sure. Hell yeah, to where they had to like make them to where you couldn't even
couldn't chop them up anymore,
smoke them or shoot them up. You feel me? Like so, they turned the OCs into OPs, and then people started messing with the oxycodones, the oxy 30s. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man. The whole town was messing with them. It wasn't like you was messing with no crackheads. I ain't gonna even lie. Probably me seeing somebody that was just like bummed out, smoked out, coming up to me would have turned me off. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So you was dealing like college, working class people, just regular people was coming like to get them off of you for real.
Did it feel crazy because you're going up there? I'm assuming that it's a small percentage of black people in these towns. Like, do you feel like you stand out like kind of a sore thumb and like the cops sort of know what you're getting into just by looking at you?
See, all right, so in Washington, it's definitely in Spokane. Spokane is probably like the percentage, like it's a lot of black people up there, like blacks and whites. The percentage like even out to where like I think the mixed population is more than the actual black and white population because blacks and whites up there made a lot.
Okay,
so it's like I was sticking out, but I was sticking out on the basis because of I don't look like the blacks from up there.
Exactly, yeah. They
you
could
feel
tell.
me? They can tell. Like you got a different swag.
You got a bunch of tattoos and shit too. So it's like, the cops like, think about it. They look at these people every day, all day. They kind of know what they're looking at.
For sure. Yeah. And I'm coming up there. So and like by that time I was going up there like I wasn't dressing like a game maker, but it's just like I'm coming from a big city. So if you coming from a city like a LA or New York, you got like a different swag. You coming up here shit with red monkey jeans, polo, Evisu, different shit that they really don't have up here. They got to go to Seattle for this shit. So just seeing your swag and how you walk and talk. And like, so when people used to hear me talk, just like, even like just meeting women and all that, like, oh my God, you not from here. Huh? Like, nah, like, yeah, you different from the black guys from up here. And I'd be like, oh, all right. So like, yeah, you definitely do, you know what I'm saying, stick out. But it's been dudes in LA probably since like the late 80s up there and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But just by way of people overdosing and the epidemic that became of these pills out here, you know what I'm saying? Like it created a big indictment. They got a big indictment, like shit, a big ass 62-man indictment out of us for sure.
And looking back on it, were you totally oblivious to a lot of the different things that the cops were doing to basically track shit that was going on? Because in some of these videos I've seen, they break down all the different things that the cops were doing, where they were, intercepting a package that was being sent through the mail. They would report on it and then still let the package go through, basically just to build like the biggest possible case and shit.
Yeah, so we was oblivious to that.
Yeah.
But certain people was getting caught with money and wasn't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like homies, like, you're not gonna know if they check and see a package and let it go through because you got the package. You're gonna feel like you passed. Oh shit, I got it through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the first time, like, I remember becoming aware of that is with my bro, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my bro Tony Sodi. Me and him had some business going on, and he had like a little friend of his come out of town. So she come out of town to pick some bread up for us to take back to LA. But while she doing the pickup, you know what I'm saying, she doing a little drop off or whatever. So when she left us, she stole some pills from us. But we had so many pills, we didn't even know she stole the pills from us. She stole like 300, 400 pills from us. We didn't even know it was missing.
Damn.
She going back transporting the money. They search through her luggage. They don't even find the money. The money good put away. They find the pills. Pull her up on the pills.
Yeah.
And then she gets scared, tell them about the money, let them know where the money at. We took that loss. When we took that loss, I'm like, oh, that's kind of ugly. We didn't know about the pills, but just the money. It was like, man, they got that money. I'm like, man, they might kind of own or something. And then, like, one thing about the feds too, like, right before they about to like move in and get you, usually they gonna start peeping their heads. You're gonna start seeing signs. They're gonna start popping up. You're gonna see little cars following you. It's gonna be a lot of little weird stuff going on. So I did start experiencing a lot of weird stuff. And then some of my homies was experiencing stuff and like, man, this just happened. And then like, I ain't gonna even lie, they start capping out like probably like a month before they got us, like 3 weeks before they got us, they start capping out right in our hood on 83rd and Raymond. It was like 2 white boys in an unmarked car to where like, some crazy, like that car was capping out right there a lot to where like some crazy stuff almost happened to where the homies was like, man, hold on, bro, y'all tripping, bro. Like it's some white boys in that car, bro. That's the feds. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it be, they definitely got like little tactics, but like, no, we didn't know nothing about them peeking at the money until we got our discovery and stuff like that. But like I said, I even had a situation with them going through the airport.
Really? One
day I was going back with 80 bands. They stopped me at LAX. I grabbed my stuff off the turnpike walking. They come out of nowhere, TSA. Hey, can we check your luggage? I'm like, check my luggage for what? They like, we just want to check your luggage. So I'm like, nah. So they was like, why we can't check your luggage? I'm like, out of everybody in this airport, man, y'all just coming at me. I'm like, man, it's 1 million people here. So like, are you going to start the race thing? I'm like, I didn't say nothing about no race. I just said it's 1 million people here. Why y'all want to check my luggage? So they're like, man, look, we just want to check it. So as I'm going back and forth with TSA, they supervisor walk up. She like, man, how you doing, sir? I'm like, man, all right. How you doing? She like, all right, long day, blah, blah, blah. She like, look, we know you probably had a long day. We got a long day. You know you ain't got nothing in the bag. We know you ain't got nothing in the bag. You mind if we just peep? I'm like, I do mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, y'all not peeping in my bag. But I'm like, look, just let me hit my lawyer and let me ask him if it's okay for y'all to look in there. If he say yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all look in there. She was like, you know what? She like, have a nice day. Once I got out that airport, man, I never caught a flight out there again. I just started driving. I'm like, oh, that was weird. Like, I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, I'm going to just start driving after this. I ain't even about to go through that or going through no airports and getting stopped and try to lose no money or nothing like that. Because, shit, on the one with the girl I caught with the pill, shit, I already had lost $50,000 on that. So it's just like, I ain't trying to like keep losing no money and trying to make up for this shit. But
would you say you were keeping your criminal behavior like relatively secret, or was it the kind of thing where like people in LA kind of knew that you had shit going on? Because you're talking about losing 50,000. I'm assuming that you were driving around in something nice. You were probably wearing nicer clothes and whatnot. I feel like a lot of times it's hard to kind of keep that sort of secret to yourself.
Yeah, people knew. So I mean, yeah, some people did know. Yeah, I mean, you can't hide driving up. You pulling up in Benzes, you pulling up in Porsches. Everybody you with, you with 5 people. You know what I'm saying? 5. Ain't no normal thing to see no 10, 15 gang members all in luxury cars. You know what I'm saying? Bust down chains, rollies, and all that.
I know you're up to something. Yeah.
So of course, on that basis, but you still don't know what's going on because you're not in this little thing of ours. So if you're not like from the gang or you not gang, and still, even if you is from the gang, even within the gang, you know, it's still certain cliques and sections. So if you're not privy to certain things, you're not privy to it. Yeah, you might know I'm getting some money and you might know I'm in Spokane, but see, my thing is about that indictment too, right? I wish I would have took it to trial and didn't take my time, because my lawyer had told me that it was for sure a big possibility that if I had went to trial and lost, I would have got under the 10-year deal that I took because they didn't have too much relevant conduct on me. Like, and I could have showed in trial that I'm not saying I'm not guilty of selling Oxycontin pills. What I'm telling y'all is that I'm not on this 8-trade gangster indictment that y'all trying to place me on, because I really was out there doing my own thing. Now, when I went out there initially, it was by way of 8-trade gangsters, but that shit was only for like 2 weeks. I instantly, once I seen what was going on, I instantly branched off and did my own thing. It was on the other side of town doing my own shit. So I just felt like I should have just had a separate indictment by myself. Cause y'all put a motherfucker on an indictment. Well, a lot of motherfuckers I don't even fuck with, don't deal with, just because somebody called my phone and they phone tapped and they asked me for a key or asked me, can I pull up here? And we from A-Trade gangsters, I'm on what they own or doing what they doing. So just that word conspiracy and how they tie you into conspiracy and how they able to play the game of conspiracy it's a cold game.
Nah, for sure. Was that on the advice of your lawyer that you took that deal, or did?
No, I took it because this what happened. So really, they had offered me 6 years. I was one of the first people they came to. So after that 6 years, I probably would have been out like in 3. So I didn't even have to take the 10 years. What happened with the 10 years was we had a Franks motion coming up. So the Franks motion was for the wiretap phone calls. So we had over 1 million phone calls, So we already knew that going through the discovery, breaking stuff down, sharing information between lawyers and with each other, that they had did a lot of things unethical, and the way that they had tapped these phones was illegal.
Right.
They only had an arrest warrant to tap one phone. They had 7 phones tapped. They should have had 7 arrest warrants, separate arrest warrants. You gotta have an arrest warrant for each phone you got tapped. What they did was went to a judge, got an arrest warrant for one phone, and off that one arrest warrant, tapped 7 phones. Off the back, all those phone counts should have been threw out. Now this, when I understood who the fuck the feds was and how they was coming and how they was playing, and that the federal judge is like the closest thing to God on this earth, because you can't do nothing. You can't even file a lawsuit. The only thing that can dispanel them is a panel of their own. Like they can do whatever the fuck they want to do in that courtroom, unethical. It don't matter. And I seen that. So we in the courtroom, we go to the Franks motion. You know, everybody like, man, yeah, we about to get it throughout. Even I think the prosecution kind of think that it was gonna get throughout because it was the right thing to do. They start coming to everybody, offering everybody these deals. People turned the deals down. Like, no, we going to this Franks motion. Y'all got to throw them calls out. We go to the Franks motion. They get the DA agent on the stand. Lawyers talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Chopping him up, man. Like, you know, penal code this. You know what I'm saying? Quoting they low laws at him, and they like to sum everything up. They like, so is it right to say that all these phone calls, except for that one phone, was illegally done? And the DA agent said, correct. I should have had an arrest warrant for every phone I had tapped. I only had one arrest warrant. You know, what I did was unethical practice, but it was a lot going on. Ooh, I was just trying to get what I can get at the time, blah, blah, blah. So right there, we expecting the judge to throw it out. You know what the judge said? This was the judge said, fuck me up. The judge said, look, this is my courtroom. He said, I don't care who y'all call. Y'all can call the ACLU. Y'all can call the Attorney General. Y'all can call who y'all want to call. This is my courtroom. I'm not throwing nothing out. It's over 1 million phone calls. Y'all can take that up in appeal. When I seen that fucked me up. I'm like, oh, this shit kangaroo court. I instantly called my lawyer over like, hey, look, tell him let me get that 6. I'm out of here. He tell them, they like, all right, look, we gonna get back to y'all in a week. A week later, they came back with the deal was 10 years. I'm like, what? They went up. Like, yeah, being that motion didn't go in y'all favor, they went up. So my lawyer, he like, man, fuck all that. He like, man, look, let's go to trial. You gonna get under that 10 years even if you lose trial. And I think you can beat them in trial because you can prove that you're not on this A-Trade gangster indictment. Like, only thing, when I'm guilty of these, some of these dudes being my childhood friends and me growing up with these dudes, like even them, I wouldn't even get money with them. Like, these my boys. Like, when I'm out here, I'm on money, you feel me? I see y'all back in LA. You know, we go to LA, Supper Club, Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, have fun. But out here, I'm on money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I stay in the house, get money, you know what I'm saying, hit a little bar, back to the house type situation. But when I seen that right there, man, I'm like, oh yeah, the feds, it's a cold game, you know what I'm saying? So they went up to 10 years. My lawyer was ready to go to trial. I told him, no, I copped out to the 10 years, and he was mad. But I was like, in my mind, you know, me being used to the state, me being the state, I had never seen no motherfucking case. They offer you this and then go up. Usually it go backwards. You know what I'm saying? So that had kind of like fucked me up mentally. And then I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard of nobody losing trial and getting less time than what they being offered on the deal. That didn't sound right. So I'm thinking he was trying to get me. But like these is two different entities. So you know what I'm saying? Like that was just like another learning experience for me for sure.
Definitely. So you ended up doing how many years as a result?
So I did off the 10, I did 8 years and 6 months. And then I had got out. I was out for like 15 months. So I get out, I go to the halfway house. When I go to the halfway house, I start getting into it, the free staff in there. They was like tripping because like when I came home, like, you know, I'm fresh out just at the door that time, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, you know, up in there, you know, I came home, I'm probably like 80,000, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, like people coming looking out for me. So every day people bringing me clothes, shoes. You know, I'm in there with Jerry and shit. They see a motherfucker here with bust down diamonds and shit. They looking like it started discouraging the staff. So I started getting into it with them. So from there, they put me on a ankle monitor, let me go home. I go home. So I was going in there to drug test. So like 30 days before I got off the ankle monitor, they do some weird shit. I go in there to piss on a Tuesday and go back to piss on a Thursday. So they try to tell me my Tuesday piss was good, but my Thursday piss was dirty. So I'm like, that's false. I'm like, man, I could piss again. Like, I'm 30 days out this motherfucker. Why? I can wait to smoke if I want to smoke. Like, I ain't been smoking nothing. It don't make no sense for me to piss Thursday clean. They only to come in here Tuesday to piss dirty. So I'm going back and forth with them. They wasn't trying to hear it. So they told me that they was reprimanding me back to custody. I said, that's out. I snatched the ankle monitor off right there, threw that shit, walked up out of the program, went on the run for like 6 months. They called me in Vegas. I come back from Vegas gambling. Just I hit Vegas for like motherfucking 20 bands. Come back, get caught on the freeway, traffic stop. They stopped my folks. They got license, registration, they passport, everything on them. It's a traffic stop. The police trying to talk to me. I'm on the passenger side. I'm like, man, you ain't even got no business talking to me. I'm like, that's a federal law. I'm like, it's a traffic stop, right? He like, yeah. I said, man, I don't have to say nothing to you. Why are you asking me my name? Man, tell me that, oh, yeah, that's an old law. He said, that don't stand in Nevada. I said, man, that's a federal law, bro. That's in every state, bro. This is a traffic stop. I don't have to talk to you. This person have license, registration, everything. What's going on? I go back and forth with him on the side of the highway for like a fucking hour. I finally give him my name. The warrant pop up. They arrest me, take me to jail. I go to Pahrump out there in Vegas, stay out there like 30 days. They bring me down here to MDCLA. I go there, beat the case, beat the they try to give me escape. I beat the escape. Judge asked me what happened. I keep it real with her, give her the whole run that I'm giving you. Like, man, look, I just got off from doing 8 years. They tell me they trying to lock me up for a dirty I don't got. So I said, well, yeah, what they expected me to go through this process? No, I cut the ankle monitor off and left. So she was like, she understood. She threw the case out. They wasn't expecting the judge to throw the case out because that could have been 3 years. She threw it out. They supposed to release me, held me 6 months overtime, sent me to a general population yard for 30 days. And then on Valentine's Day, gave me an immediate release out of nowhere.
Damn. So, but would you say that you came out of this determined to have a more law-abiding life, or did it in some way kind of turn you up and make you want to, you know, continue to do stuff? Because I'm sure you learned a lot while you're going through all this, but then also you probably don't want to go back. What's your mentality at that point?
Man, definitely good on jail, you feel me? On everything good on jail, you know what I'm saying? So, like, no, that wasn't my mentality. I wasn't tripping. I was just, you know, yeah, when you be in there going through it, you know what I'm saying? Be all type of, you know, you be going through your emotions, you feel me? Be all type of, you know, thoughts going through your mind. But you feel me? Like, you know, the mind is a free will. Like, in that mind, you feel me? It'll be a dangerous tool at times. So you just got to know, like, what thoughts and what feelings to suppress. So just like shit, like getting out here, shit, like, hell yeah, like, man, I'm not trying to be in that bathroom. Like, for sure. Like, I did that too much. Like, and like I said, I just don't want to get in there because, like, when I'm in jail. Like, I'm going to be a part of the politics. I got a politic. And that should just be dumb, you know what I'm saying? Having to tell other grown man what to do, you know what I'm saying? Having to give people a sense of direction, you know, getting into it. over this jail shit that ain't mine and shit like that. You know, ain't nobody got time for that shit. That shit old. That shit played out. Like, I'm trying to get some money, trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know, create this foundation, you know what I'm saying? Like, grow for generational wealth, man. Like, shit.